A very pleasant good day, my beloved brothers and sisters in Christ and outside the body of Christ. Well, once again, this is your Christian brother Eric Roxon speaking to you all from his beloved country, Trinidad and Tobago, the land of my nativity, the land of my birth, Trinidad and Tobago, this wonderful island country that is in the blue Caribbean Sea. I was speaking to you all in the month of November 2020. I was watching a video with my atheist brother Matt Donald and the next atheist guy that was on the show with Matt Donald his name is DB Ramsey. And in that show, Matt Donald say it is okay for him to curse. And he said that all the other people in the background that see that the phone is working, the computer is working, everything in the studio, the computer, the microphone, everything is working. He said they are okay with that. Well, Matt Donadalty, I want you to know, well, I am not okay with that, and the little children of the world are not okay with that. And a lot of the grown-up people all over the world is not okay with that because you're cursing on the show. You are setting a bad example to one and all, and even for your own self. But you want to justify yourself by cursing. And all those in the background that operate in the studio, that doing the electrical works and all these things, the engineers, as we call them, seeing that the show run perfectly, they might be okay with you cursing because they're not there to tell you to stop cursing on the show. Well, I want all of them to know I am not okay with them, and we are not okay with their attitude by not telling you to stop cursing on the show. Yes, yes, yes. And Shanna and Tracy Harris and Eric Murphy and all of them, Don Barker and Janet Bells, all of them, they are they are doing the little cursing in between, but none of them is there tell you to shut up and stop cursing on the show. Because they are showing fear towards you, and you know that, Madam Donkey. You know that. That's why you are the chief cursing bird on the show. Ah, well, if you want to maintain that position as chief cursing bird on the ATA show, it's not putting you no place, and you are setting a bad example to one and all with that undisciplined and unruly attitude. Where that is carrying you, McDonald, you think you are going somewhere with it. Only fooling yourself, you're not going nowhere with that. hmm I wonder if they invited to the to the White House to a meeting with Joe Biden, President Donald Trump when he reached your curse. Well, that one, that black singer, what was his name, boy? That black singer. Any case, you all know what. Um, any case, any case, that there was a black singer. Just recently, he was invited to the White House with Donald Trump to discuss matters, and he ended up cursing in the White House, and not, and Donald Trump didn't tell him to apologize, and no one in the staff in that White House tell he, that's black singer, to stop cursing. What you do is wrong. Up to this day, the White House and President Donald Trump who call for apology, but he going there cursing in the White House, and Donald Trump didn't expect that. He take them by surprise. Yeah. And he justified what he do there is right. That black singer, what you do there is wrong. And even a lot of the journalists on Fox and CNN and ABC was commenting on that. Look, he cursed in the White House and nobody had tell him what he did there was wrong. And Donald Trump after never even wrote him a formal letter and tell him we need a formal apology. Up to now he apologized. Matt Donald, if you invited Joe Biden to the White House, invited by Donald Trump before he demit office, will you go inside there and curse? And you start using the obscene language that you are using on the ATA show? Oh, will you go there and curse, Madam Donalty? No. I know when you go there, you will want to curse. You will try to you will try to discipline yourself as much as possible, not to curse. But in the ATA show, you're not doing that. You're cursing left, right, and center, up, down, east, west, north, and south, up, down, and center. Mhm. Simple showing you that you are setting a bad example to one and all, and that's the fact of the matter. So when you say that cursing is well and it is all right, it is not all right with me and all the Christians. It is not all right because we are against you for that unruly, undisciplined behavior that you are conducting yourself and that you are displaying to one and all throughout the international community and plus in the public domain. Oh, yes, Madam Tadante. You think what you're doing is very noble, decent, and moral and upright. No, you have it wrong, my dear friend. You have it wrong. And therefore, I'm telling you that to your face, Dalmatadalti, and by the love of Jesus Christ, because I love you. You are my brother. I want to see that you denounce atheism and return back to Christianity, the Bible, and believe in God by faith and accept what the Bible says. A lot of you all will see who are supporting you and the 80 show wishful thinking on the part of Eric Braxton. He will never see that in his lifetime. Mhm. I mightn't see that in my lifetime, but God will see that all your appear before Him in the day of judgment. Uh-huh. And then let me repeat what I just said. I mightn't see that in my lifetime, but then again, I still have to think positivity. I wish I see it in my lifetime, that He renounce atheism and return back to Christianity. But I still have to speak in that manner, so I'm not contradicting myself. Okay, but all those other people who supported Matt Donald and see that he go down to the grave in that atheist state, well, all of you all, God will see that all of you all appear before him in the day of judgment. And when all appear before God in the day of judgment and God see all come before him, all that cussing that he was doing on the show, God will talk to you about it, Madam Donalty. But I'm glad that I am playing my part, just telling you it before God tell you it. I mean, personally, between he face to face. I mean, by work through me to tell you, but still, personal between he and you, he will still have that discussion with you. Well, I tend to have it early o'clock. Mm-hmm. Early o'clock. Early o'clock with you, Matt Dundaldi, and all the rest like you on the show. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So it is not all right, Matt Dundaldi. It is not all right. But I want you, so this will be a short video, Matt Dundaldi. You could justify yourself how much you want. At the end of the day, you are wrong, 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 my dear friend. Madam Dandaldi, I hear you mention once again if you want to have a if a man wants to have a romantic relationship with a man, that is his private affairs, and nothing wrong with that. Oh, nothing wrong with that. God say everything is wrong with that. And you, Madam Dandaldi, will not change that. And therefore I'm going to record a video soon I complete this video concerning that topic because I need to revisit what you have said to give more clarity on it. Oh yes, oh yes. Two men having a romantic relationship and kissing up before to go and have sex privately, everything is wrong about that. And two women having a romantic relationship in the park, kissing up before they leave the park and go and have sex between themselves, lesbianism. Oh, everything is right with that. Everything is wrong with that, my dear friend. Yes, God says so. Oh, you think the Bible didn't say so? Madam, don't think you will not change that. And all the rest who supporting that like you, I have news for you all. None of you all will change that. It remain that way in the eyes of God. Because there's nothing romantic about that in the first place. So it's sure misled all of you all I am. Misled. And I am pointing out that fact to correct you all, to bring clarity to all your mind. Mhm. But all I want to reject what I say, and I reject what God say, and reject what the Bible say. I want to do all your own thing. That is my. No, 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 no. I want to do all your own thing and justify it. With all the justification you all are putting on it, as all your labor of acceptance, uh, it is still wrong in the eyes of God. And I will rest on that. I will rest on that for the time. I will rest on that for the time. But for now, in conclusion, before I come to this video, Madam your cursing and all the profanity that you are using on the ATA show and to the callers from time to time, what you are doing is totally wrong. With your unruly, undisciplined, ridiculous attitude by cursing the people and cussing the people. Yeah, and you are doing it boldly and do not want no one to correct you and tell you what you are doing is wrong. I want to justify every curse word that you have a right to respond to the people in that way. Mhm. Because your colleagues that is next to you, or your atheist colleagues, whether it be Don Barker or Eric Murphy, or Tracy Harris, or Jenna Bells, or John Ramsey, is not telling you to stop cursing. Uh, because you know, even self the atheist colleague, and they dare tell you that, you know, you will either pull them aside and tell them don't talk to me in that way. If you don't tell them to do it on the camera, off camera, or we know that you will be able to tell them um, that you will tell any of your atheist colleagues don't talk to you in that manner. You tend to express yourself in that manner by using all these curse words on the show. Let me remind you once again, um, McDonald, in conclusion, the little children are there. Mhm. And they are watching and have access to the internet and they're picking up the ATA show. I want you to do that, McDonald. The little children are there. The little children are there, and a lot of them are coming to know about you. The little children are there, not only in Texas, but all over the world. Uh-huh. Try to understand what I'm telling you by that. The little children are there. And they are watching, they are seeing, and they are listening on the cell phone, on the computer. They have access to the internet, and they are picking up the ATA show. Ah, they are listening and they are watching. You want to find out what I mean by that? Well, you will figure it out. On you is this bright boy? Well, figure it out. What I mean by that. And I will end on that note. In the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Amen.